Hello again. So now we're going to work on exercise 1, item C. We want to create a frequency distribution for the variable number of treatment sessions attended. So if your Excel spreadsheet did what mine did, then it's sent our pivot table of the variable age into another tab. And it just named it automatically as sheet 4. I don't know if you can see that with this little menu thing here. I don't know how to make it go away. But look down at your little tabs. I guess I'm going to have to move that up a little bit so I can select it. Okay, so selected that. Now I'm going to go back to sheet 1 because that's where my data is. So I've selected sheet 1. I'm going to make this maximized again. You don't have to do that. I just need to do it because this little menu thing is blocking. So we're going to do exactly what we did for age. We're going to select the heading or the name of the variable, and then we're going to scroll down to the last of our data and hold down Shift and select the last part of our data. And then we're going to go to the Insert tab and then the Pivot table. And once again, we don't have to do anything here because we already told it where to look for the data. And so then you select OK. So once again, we have our variable here. So we are going to say we want that variable to be in the rows. And so here again, we have all the possible values of the number of treatment sessions from 0 to 12. And then we want to create the absolute, relative, and cumulative frequencies. So we will drag this down to the values section. And right now, once again, it has defaulted to the sum function. So we want to tell it we want you to count. So we go and tell it to count, press OK, and now it tells us how often this number occurs in our data. So you can see that there's one person that attended 0 treatment sessions. There's 4 people that attended 9 treatment sessions. So that's our absolute frequency. And you can rename that here. Frequency. Whoops. Well then, it doesn't want me to do that. So we'll do that in a minute. But now we need to make our relative frequency, or our percentage. So we're going to drag our variable down to the values again. Once again, it defaults to sum, so we want to tell it that we want it to count. And then we need to go to the Show Values tab, go to the drop-down box, select percent of grand total. So you're going to click OK, and there we go. We now know the proportion or the percentage of each of these values as compared to the rest of the data. So now maybe it will let me change this. Frequency. Yay. Percentage. And then last but not least, we want to make our cumulative frequency. So we're going to drag this down again to values, change the default to count, and then go to the Show Values As tab, select the drop-down box, and scroll down until you find the percent running total in. Select that, click OK, and now it gives us the cumulative frequency. Cumulative percentage, actually, percentage. And that is as easy as it gets. So in our next video, I will show you how to create a grouped frequency distribution.